Hi, I'm here in beautiful Lake Zurich at Offbeat Music with my friend Jim, and he's got an amazing store here that he's going to tell us a little about. Why don't you take it away?
All right, wait. We opened in 1998, and we were a guitar shop and drums and emphasis on drums and guitars and lessons. And then over the years, I just started bringing in records little by little, and they seemed to go out the door really fast. So we brought in more records and CDs, and then eventually we got to the point where just like anything music, whether it's art, books, CDs, records, cassettes, just anything music, and we'll throw it on the floor and see if people are interested.
So I noticed you have an extensive record selection, a lot of really classic vinyl, a big focus on the 70s.
There isn't a lot of classic rock here. I don't stock the new records. Everything's pre-owned. Mainly the 70s, 80s kind of music. I've noticed that the young people are kind of going that direction. They don't mind listening to classic rock, even though there's so much more modern music out there. For some reason, they're still attracted to the old rock. And when we were kids, there was like 50 bands that you knew of: Zeppelin, Who, Stones, Pink Floyd. Right. Now there's like 50,000 bands out there, Yeah. And I thought I knew it all. I really did. But occasionally I'll be going through my stuff and I see an album cover. I'm like, what is this? Yeah. What is this? And luckily I put it on and I'm like, oh my God, I am keeping this. This is awesome. I never heard of this band.
So good music is still being made.
I don't know about that. No comments. But just sometimes even for the kids, newbies to records, they see an album cover and they're like, "What is this?" I'm attracted to this. Right. You think guys my age, we think we know it all, but you go back in time and there's stuff you never heard of.
So new old bands from the 70s.
Yeah, right. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I bet you get an unbelievable amount of exposure to that if you're listening to records all day. And I see you have practice rooms too. People can rent the spaces to teach lessons. Or what's that?
Well, yeah, our teachers, we do lessons here. So the teachers are independent contractors. They rent space from us and do their lessons.
Very cool. And then you have all sorts of instruments and vintage hi-fi equipment scattered about.
Yeah, we started bringing in some older stereo equipment, pre-owned, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
And they're marked that way.
Right, yeah. Or, you put them online and a repairman will buy them cheap and he'll fix them up and flip them,
Would you mind showing us around the store?
Sure.
If you hang on to that, and I'll just carry the camera here.
Cool, yeah. We have new and used acoustic guitars, electric guitars, acoustic electric guitars. Sometimes we'll come across a vintage piece like this banjo here. It is a mix of new and used. Over the years, I've had many, many brands come. We were a dealer for many, many brands, and it just changes over the years. And
yeah, you have electric guitars as well.
Yeah, down here. We used to stock one ukulele back in the day, and then I guess that guy from Hawaii did something on YouTube, and it exploded. And now we can carry a dozen ukuleles at a time, and that's the power of the internet. The ukulele was nothing when I opened up in 1998. We had one cheap $25 ukulele on the wall. Big deal. Yeah. But once that internet, explosion came with ukulele, every dealer started stocking multiple ukuleles. Every manufacturer was like, we got to get a ukulele line, because it really blew up. Yeah. And it's cool, just like old, records. Everyone was throwing out their records when the CDs came. Yeah. And then, over time, things just come back. And now there's an explosion with vintage vinyl, We do a lot of electric guitars. I actually sell more acoustics than electrics nowadays. And, if you think about it, when American Idol was big, everyone was playing an acoustic guitar. They weren't playing electric guitar. So, acoustics just... Our store has more sales with acoustics versus electric.
And keyboards for moves.
Yeah, once in a while we'll have a used keyboard or something laying around. I used to sell a lot of digital pianos with Roland and Korg. But things change over the years. Our clientele changes. Kids change. So you got to go with the flow.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then I want to show you something. We were talking about album covers.
Yes.
If you see an album cover like this, and if you don't notice the doors over here, you'd be like, what is this, man? A strong man, a mime, a juggling mime, a dancing midget? You'd be like, I gotta buy this, man. What the hell? But it turns out it is the Doors, so they're pretty popular.
Yeah, that's a lost art.
But it's the way that album cover could just get you,
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and what are your hours?
1 to 7 most nights, and then 1 to 6:30 on Wednesday, and 1 to 5 on Friday and Saturday.
All right.
And then my cell number's on the door. We're 24/7. I live upstairs, so if you break a string on a Sunday, you call my cell number. I'll open up for you.
Fantastic.
Or if you want to buy a drum set.
You heard it here first. If you want to buy a drum set, Offbeat Music in Lake Zurich. Thanks for your time.
Anytime.